Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Mix TV, I'm Steve Hardline, and our very latest spotlight is with a longtime friend, Caesar Thomas. And, of course, it's Thomas Hospitality, Caesar's Catering and Event Planning. Caesar, it is great to see you.
Thanks, Steve.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
And just tell me what's been happening with you. And I know, of course, Caesar's food is good. You're catering, your event planning.
Thank you. Well, Steve, a lot's been happening. We've been busy. We've been blessed. Let me just say that. After COVID, things kind of opened up for us. Before COVID, things weren't bad, but like with everybody else, things slowed down. So we happened to start doing some catering. Well, we've always been catering. Our business kind of took a dip during COVID, but after COVID, it started to pick up. We cook downtown at the Elks Lodge is one of the locations, and out at Johnston Woods is the second location, which is owned by the Methodist Church. So things, like I said, slowed down prior, but then it started ramping up. People were kind of chopping at the bit to get out, and I'm glad we was able to position ourselves to take advantage of some of that business. So we stay pretty busy now, or really busy now, but like I said, it's nothing but God, nothing but God.
Well, Caesar, I want to talk about, you've got so much happening, and one thing is, just your background, a little bit about your experience.
Sure, grew up in Mobile, Alabama, but I've been in, and I tell people that, but I've been in Cleveland 31 years.
Wow.
So I've been in Cleveland 31 years, so Cleveland's definitely home. My wife, Stephanie Thomas, is from this area here, so even back in the days when I tried to move away, we end up coming back because this was her area and this is where she was comfortable at, plus my mom was putting some pressure on me to see the grandkids. But see, I grew up down there, so a lot of the cooking that I do, a lot of the flavors and different things like that come from what I grew up eating, and I brought it up here, which is not that much different from how people eat in Tennessee, but in each area or each region, people eat differently. So we just implemented what I grew up, how I like things, and then how we do things here. So a lot of the cooking that we do is a southern coastal food, and even with our catering, we try to implement some of that in it, but not getting away from some of the staples. So, fried chicken, macaroni, dressings has to be one of our popular ones. Banana pudding is also pretty good. So we just do a lot of that. Then that's my background.
All right, so I want to just get to one of the highlights and one of the reasons we're here. Yeah. You're putting on, in cooperation with the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce, Main Street, Cleveland, a bridal showcase.
Yes. Now, Steve, I tell you, we do catering. So in catering, I started noticing all the different things outside of food, which we provide, that other brides may need. And then I started thinking about where we were located at and what was going on around us. And there's a lot of talent downtown Cleveland. And not just to say if you're not downtown, but there's a lot of talent around Cleveland and even in some of the extended areas, but I wanted to put spotlight on the businesses in this area right here. So whether you're Forever After, or you're, Ahmed, which is catering, or you're Isbo, which is downtown, or the 14 other beauty places downtown where you can get hair and makeup, there's a lot of good places. Plus there's a lot of exciting things happening over at the museum. And if we can get everybody together doing what they do best and bring in the brides, I think it'll be a success. So that's what I was thinking about.
So, and look, it's one-stop shopping. Sure. It's everything the bride, her party, of course, we got to get the parents involved, that sort of thing. Yeah. And they can all come, it's all one-stop shopping.
One-stop shopping, yeah, definitely. And we're going to have some people on talking a little later about the museum and the parking and all that stuff. But we're so excited to be able to do this because we visited a bridal show not too long ago, and people are wanting this. And I believe it's not just that area, but this area too. People are still getting married last time I checked.
I think you're right. Let's talk about the date, the location, and that sort of thing. Sure.
So we're actually going to host it May 7th on a Sunday because, everybody goes to church on Sunday, and if they don't, they should. But with that said, May 7th, which is a Sunday, from 12 to 5. So that's where it's going to be at the museum. Also,
Yeah, so it'll be at the Museum Center at 5 Points on May the 7th. All right, so Caesar, if people, if they're out there, if they have a business, if they want to get information, what should they do?
Ways you can get in touch with us. Actually, we have a Facebook page that's going to have all this information that you and I are talking to. They can also talk to our event coordinator, which is Kai Piper. She's handling all of this, and her information will come up here shortly, and you guys can see that. But yeah, definitely her phone number, her email. We're looking for vendors right now. We're definitely going to open this up to the people that's coming. But at this stage right now, we're looking for vendors so they can go and register on Eventbrite and get that taken care of. So yeah.
All right. Looking forward to it. It's our friend Caesar Thomas and the Thomas Hospitality, Caesar's Catering and Event Planning Simply Bride Showcase on May 7th. And we're looking forward to it. And we'll have more in a moment. Well, Caesar, we've got some great friends of ours. Why don't you make them welcome?
Well, good friends of ours. We've actually been friends for over 27 years. Desmond Taylor, DeBaba Taylor, they're the new event coordinators over at the museum. So we brought them on so they can tell you about what's going on.
You gotta be excited to have this event at the museum.
Absolutely. We're so excited to be hosting Caesar's Catering. Everyone always brags on his food. And every time we do an event, we try and make sure that people know about him. If you don't know, museum is the place to do it. Me and my wife are the new event coordinators ever since last year. We've hosted the gala, we've hosted the Casa events, and we got so many weddings already on the book, so I'm so excited he's taking on this bridal showcase because it's gonna let other brides know that they can come right there. We got 400 capacity outside as well as 300 inside. In our lobby, we got another 200. So it's plenty of areas that he's going to be showcasing and showing the brides that we have that we can host. And me and my wife, we are more than happy to cater and help with this event in every way we can. Any events, any bridal shows, we want to help you with.
And let me say this, May 7th, so when the public comes out, as Caesar said, noon until 5,
Yes.
What are they going to find as far as parking and facilities and that sort of thing?
We have plenty of parking. There's a lot of availability for parking.
Yeah, it's two parking
parking
lots.
places.
Not only does the museum center own the first parking lot, but we have a second parking lot as well. Yep. We've had well over hundreds of people there and plenty of parking, as well as for things to bring in. We have a back entrance that you can come in and bring in as well. So it's plenty of parking. It's on 200 Inman Street in case people don't know where it's located. But yeah, it's plenty of room and us to make sure everything goes well.
Well, exactly. Caesar, I want you to give some of the categories we're looking for here. Everything the bride's looking for. Gowns and formal wear and venues and florists and photographers and videographers, bands or DJs, limos or horse carriages. Will you let horses? They're in
We're gonna have to have a special parking place for them.
I don't know if Austin Chadwick will be there or not. And caterers and planners just like you, Caesar. It's gonna be a great day.
I think it's gonna be awesome. Steve, it's something we've been looking forward to, wanting to do for a long time. And I think right now the climate is perfect for it.
You've talked about it for years.
We have.
And again, Sunday, May 7th. Go ahead and mark your calendars now. It'll be here before we know it. Final check-in with you, Caesar, and that is to the potential vendors out there.
Sure.
What do they need to do?
Just get in touch with us. Like I said, the information will be on the screen, but get in touch with us. We're looking for, even the vendors that maybe weren't listed here, we're looking for all types of vendors, anywhere from dentists, apartment places where people, there's all kinds of things that a new bride or a new couple may need. So definitely use that information, get in touch with us. We'd love to get you a spot.
Caesar, thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us, our friends in the museum. Anything you want to add before we go?
Don't forget this event. Everyone's going to be there. This is going to be a lifetime experience because lots of brides are going to want to know about what's going to be offered there. So be there May 7th, and we'll be there to help you.
Caesar will give you the final word.
Steve, I just want to say I am glad we had the opportunity to come in here and talk to you because we definitely want to get this out to Cleveland and the surrounding areas, and I couldn't think of a better way to do it than to get it in front of you, your team, on your station. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.